The year was 2020, and I got badly sick. All that I can think of is this the end? Will the treatments work? The meds were very tough, very painful. I tried everything to keep my mind away from negative thoughts. There was a high risk of failure, to say the least. I always thought of all those things that I took for granted. I started appreciating more and more those memories of playing with my dogs, looking out to my backyard, those sunsets, those colors. And eventually, I got better. I went and I flew my FPV drones again, discovering new nature around me, new landscapes filled with color and adventure. And also, to my surprise, received my favorite camera of all time to date. Oh, hello guys, welcome back to another episode of the Puerto Rico Sky Views. My name is Manuel Santiago, and today I'm really excited because I am giving feedback from what was event slash marathon of videos on the EOS R5c. It's a very hot theme right now. The community is very divided about whether this camera is an upgrade to the EOS R5 or if it's a gimmick of a cinema camera. As you could see, I am trying to make more films, show a little bit of more short stories for those intros. Instead of using graphics and all of those crazy music stuff, I want to give you guys an insight of the quality or colors or different types of video produced by the EOS R5, EOS R, which I have in my hands right now. And I want you guys to see what these cameras are capable of. In this instance, I pushed my R5 to its limits. I went into a really dark environment, as you could see in the video, and to my surprise, I left the low quality 4K enabled, which is a really big mistake because you all know that the 4K HQ, even though it produces a little bit noise, it is a finer noise, and it's very hard to detect the noise and artifacts in that video's settings of the EOS R5. Now, one of the things that I really wanted with the EOS R5c was an expanded dynamic range, because when testing the EOS R5, it has like 12 stops of dynamic range, if not a little bit less. And that's not quite stellar by today's standards. We are seeing great cameras. C70 perhaps has that DGO or dual gain output sensor, which has 16 plus stops of dynamic range. Well, the EOS R5c looks like a great camera. But before we continue, I want to give big thanks to all of my subscribers or newly subscribed people into this channel. The community is growing very, very fast, and I am excited for what this means to this channel. I hopefully will bring you more quality content, so please, if you are not subscribed right now. Press it, it's free, and you will gain a lot of knowledge. You will see a lot of reviews, and you know me, I always include real world tests in my videos. For photos, I am a lens lover, so I'm getting lenses, trading lenses. Each video that I make, if I find that the lens that I'm reviewing does not suit my needs, hey, I can hit you up in the comments and say, do you want this lens? I'll trade it, I'll sell it, and maybe you can benefit from that as well. Now, jumping into the EOS R5, EOS R5c debacle. I'm gonna give you another reason why you might want to subscribe to this channel, and it is because as soon as I woke up, I saw the first videos, I saw the potential of the EOS R5c for my business, and I pre-ordered it right away. So I will be testing the heck out of it, and hopefully you will benefit. And if you're doubting between getting an EOS R5 or EOS R5c, I may answer your doubts in subsequent videos. I will try it out with EF lenses, RF glass. I've already picked up awesome ND filters for my following video tests. The video tests I've been performing have been with quite some cheap ND filters that I have, and I find myself correcting for a little bit of color shift, and the sharpness always goes away a little, but the results are there. Maybe I will do a review comparing my cheap ND filters, which I got for like 50 or 60 bucks, to those that I recently ordered with my EOS R5c, which are a little bit more, let's say a little bit more premium. Don't tell my wife. So the EOS R5c, basically an EOS R5 with a fan attached to it. I'm gonna put the specs out there. I think that you all may have seen the specs by now, but if in case you haven't seen it, it is an EOS R5, but it has expanded capabilities in terms of unlimited recording, 8K at 60 FPS, which I'm excited for, but I know it will produce massive files, and I don't think that my computer will handle this very well, but we'll have to wait and see. That's another test I am crazy to be running, because we often see these tests for file management on awesome computers like M1 Max, M1 Pros. I have an Intel iMac, so most of you must have an Intel iMac or you know, like a same level of computer. So we'll see. I've always liked to test the cameras, computers, and electronic devices, because I think that an average folk like me would benefit a lot before making a huge purchase, huge compromising purchase like this one. So with the EOS R5c, I am really hoping to see if there is improvements in terms of sharpness, dynamic range, contrast, the colors, the color grading, because we're gaining high HQ, raw, light raw, and something in the middle of those raw files. And I have the Ninja V or Ninja V Plus, and it allows me to shoot 8K raw, and I find that this codec produces stunning images. It gives me a lot of latitude when color grading, and I'm really excited to see what the raw from that EOS R5, those new raw codecs can do, and how much flexibility they give me to color grade footage afterwards. Because I found myself shooting a lot of weddings, events, videos for restaurants, and color is very important. Color is critical for me. The main reason that I had towards getting the EOS R5 was dynamic range. That 10-bit files are amazing to color. They are awesome in terms of giving you flexibility in post. But the EOS R5c, it's set to have 12-bit RAW. So I'm yet very excited to test that out. It also has the capability to shoot proxies as well. And a proxy workflow, I was avoiding it because it's time consuming, storage consuming, and I have been really happy with my Ninja V Plus. Now, I see this as a great opportunity because getting the EOS R5c seems like the perfect A camera to my EOS R5. So if I wanted to shoot an interview with 2 angles, if I wanted to shoot video and have 2 people operating cameras while in an event or in a restaurant photo shoot, a live streaming event, or some sort of a paid work like that, it would mean that colors should match, that the dynamic range and grain, shadows, they will all match perfectly without too much hassle in post. And I'm really excited for that one as well. So 2 things for me were a bummer from the EOS R5c. Right away, I noticed that since having the same sensor, this camera might have the same identical dynamic range as the EOS R5. And I was hoping for a little bit more in that department. Also, the EOS R5c is known for not having IBIS. IBIS, I think it's one of the most, it's one of the greatest and nicest developments by Canon in the mirrorless world, because it produces stellar performance when hand holding cameras. Now, they said that they have some kind of electronic image stabilization. I hope that for video they tweaked it a little bit, because right now if you're hand holding your EOS R5 and only relying on that electronic IS, it's a little bit jerky when panning and tilting, and it can really hinder your performance. And I think that they could really improve it if that's the case, but we'll see, because in real world testing that you can see throughout YouTube right now, they've tested it and they say it works amazing. I've seen a video from Joey Plumruse, I believe it's spelled like that. I hope I'm not butchering his name. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he has said that the electronic image stabilization from this camera, it's really nice. And last but not least, I wanted to leave it for the last list of bummers, because yeah, I don't really care a lot about this one, and it's the fact that the EOS R5c still has that micro HDMI. So I'm saying like I care for it. Okay, I care for it a little bit, because I was really hoping for full-size HDMI like those found on Sony cameras like the FX3, A7S III, and those type of cameras. But I think that they left that out and gave a little bit of an edge there to the C70, because the C70 at this time because the C70 at this point in time cost like $1,000 plus tax plus shipping, more than the EOS R5c. So yeah, they have to leave some features for that camera, and hopefully the C70 gains a lot in terms of dynamic range from RAW. I believe that they're putting onto that camera 12-bit RAW. I don't know how those files are gonna be managed, since the C70 writes directly to SD cards, but I hope it's good enough, and I'm gonna keep an eye out for those reviews following the update on the C70, because as I said, it's a cinema camera that I'm really attracted to. It produces beautiful images. Right now I am very hooked into short film creators, because we often see reviewers and they talk, oh, I do this, oh, I do that, but have you ever seen a film from them or some footage from them? Yeah, I think that we should be giving credit to those people that do actually make short films, do actually go out and shoot and present their work. We should be appreciating them as well. So guys, that is it for today. If you have questions, if you want to leave me a comment, please leave a comment below, like this video, share it with someone, and please subscribe, because last time I checked, 80% of my viewers are not subscribed, and this is small. It is a small channel, but it is growing into a fine community. I appreciate a lot of you. I love to read all your comments, comment back, starting conversations, you name it. So see you guys in the next video. The year was 2020, and I got badly sick. All that I can think of is this the end? Will the treatments work? The meds were very tough, very painful. I tried everything to keep my mind away from negative thoughts. There was a high risk of failure, to say the least. I always thought of all those things that I took for granted. I started appreciating more and more those memories of playing with my dogs, looking out to my backyard, those sunsets, those colors. And eventually, I got better. I went and I flew my FPV drones again, discovering new nature around me, new landscapes filled with color and adventure. And also, to my surprise, received my favorite camera of all time to date.